Here's a slider shot of my overhead mirrorless camera setup using an older myop slider. I believe they have a newer one out now. I've got one of my Fuji bodies mounted up there to a Kupo quarter 20 threaded mounting plate with a 5/8 inch baby stud on the other end going into a Kupo convi clamp, which is then attached to a Kupo aluminum bar spanning two cupoles. That aluminum bar is then attached to those cupoles via double convi clamps. You'll be seeing that setup here in a little bit. Now in the background for some color, I've got a pair of small Phottix M200R LED units. Those are another item that I think everybody should have. Most everybody. It makes this shot more interesting, I think, than seeing nothing but gray ceiling. I shot this a little dark, so let's snap our fingers and fix that. Okay, that's much better. This is the setup for the shot that you just saw of my Fuji X-T4 on the aluminum bar. At the bottom, you see the Benro Bat tripod with the myop slider atop it, then a myop's capsule 360 unit, that puck looking thing right there. And above that, a Benro 3-way geared head with a Benro Arca Smart 70 plate attached to the foot of my Fuji 50-140 2.8, and then that's attached to my X-T3 shooting 4K 24p video. Behind that setup, hiding the currently messy Kupo cave as I reorganize things, is the black side of a V-flat World V-flat. On the ground is a couple of Phottix M200Rs adding some blue light to the V-flat backdrop, and above is another M200R which is lighting the camera setup with some 4000K light so it matches my garage's overhead lighting and everything's all matchy-matchy. Now, the carbon fiber legs on my Benro Bat are awesome, but I wanted to spice this shot up, so I busted out my Smoke Genie, and check it out. I think that's a pretty cool shot. Totally gratuitous, but I don't care. It's my video. And while we're at it, we might as well just go spice things up with that Smoke Genie and add a lot more smoke in the background. I think that's really cool. I don't know. It can be overdone, so you definitely want to use it with care, but check that out. I like it. I think it's pretty cool. Maybe something's burning in the kitchen. I don't know. My Fuji X-T3 was looking a little dark, so I turned that Phottix M200R on that I had above it and a little forward to the lens. And since it's LED constant lighting, you can move it around and see how much light you want on it and from what angle. Dial it up, dial it down, all that good stuff. It's a very handy thing to have. And the closer you get it in, the more you're lighting it and not the backdrop. Obviously, you're going to turn it down so you're not blowing out the backdrop, but you guys know this. Here's a pullback shot. We're going to steady things here. We got that 40-inch Kupo boom arm attached to a click stand from Kupo as well, which is awesome. That one's an 8-foot model, but it's not up at 8 feet, of course. And attached to that is a Phottix umbrella adapter with that M200R at the end of it.